Hey, it's Stave666. Welcome back to another video of, actually the last video of Legacy of Kain Defiance, the remastered, version. We're gonna look at all the lost levels, and it's kind of a bit, but yes, most of them are like really small. So yeah, the bigger one is like the Seraphine Strongholds, the early version, of Seraphine Strongholds, which is very interesting because it's like different design. The mirrors are similar, but yeah, let's just watch these intro to the lost levels. Yeah, I'm not gonna read that. If you guys wanna read, just pause. But basically, this is like a bonus room, kind of a similar idea to Legacy of Kain Blood Omen 2, but without the secret doors to the levels. We have every statue of the game, including the ones from Border's Mansion, where you get all the spears, And we also have some murals, some on the glasses here. I don't know what that's fucking called, but yeah, stained glass, yeah. But yeah, they're basically from the Lost Forges and also the Fire Forge from Soul River 1. But yeah, basically this is just a bonus room about just an intro to the fucking lost levels. Let's get on with this shit. Okay, I'm gonna leave the combat arenas to another video, and we're gonna just explore the levels now. The collapsed pillars. This is the apocalyptic scene that represents the immediate aftermath of Kain's fateful decision to refuse the sacrifice. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Yeah. So it's obviously the pillars, after they fucking got destroyed. The ground is still burning. And an interesting detail is that we can kind of see like this weird blue like stone inside of the pillars. What is this? Is this like lapis lazuli from Minecraft or whatever? Giving the enchantment powers or whatever to the pillars. Just joking. But yeah, it's nothing special, just the pillars, and the sky is obviously full of fucking ash. And we don't have much here to explore, just have these little stairs. Okay, fucking jump. Oh, the camera changes. Maybe this was like the entrance where you got here, or the exit, Almost the path to the entrance of the subterranean ruins, maybe. What is that? Okay, it's a fucking lake. But yeah, it's basically the pillars. Yeah, let's see another one. Okay, the Sanctuary of the Clans. Yeah, this is obviously the room from Soul River 1, because it was actually intended for Raziel to return, for Kain to return to the Soul River 1 era, kind of complete his destiny and restore the pillars. So basically this is the pillars, but with the throne room from Soul River 1, and also, the ceiling and the whole building, but now it's quality, equals to the Soul River 2, to the PlayStation 2 era. And we also have a Kain fight in here just for recreation purposes, Let's fucking kill Kain with this fucking Spirit River. He dies like in fucking 2 strikes. But yeah, it's actually a very cool design, Reminds me of like Arab and Indian like structures. Yeah, very nice stage. Good to make an even stage also. Let's see the other ones. Yeah, this is the one that has the most to explore, I think. So this is the early version of the Seraph and Strongholds, which right away looks much more like the Soul River 2 version, you know. Actually, it's bigger, you know. This room in Defiance, the final game, it's much smaller, you know. Doesn't have this big magnitude like Soul River 2 does. So I much more prefer this version. And I really like the ideas that they had for the lost levels, for the initial ideas that they had for the maps, you know, and they had to cut a lot of that because of time restraints and whatever. I really hope that didn't happen because, yeah, because just look at this, you know, it's almost identical to the Soul River 2 version. Yeah, we have the bridge over there. Let me just check over here, what's here. Okay, nothing. Closed door. Yeah, we have some kind of puzzle over here with bells that maybe was supposed to signal the workers to lower the bridge. Oh, and we can actually go to the floor over here, what the fuck? That's interesting. Normally this is just filled with water. Yeah, now we have these big, like, spiral staircases, you know, which coincides with the tower's architecture of the game, you know. I very much enjoy this version of the Seraph and Stronghold. Okay, we'll climb that shit. Okay, and here we just go down. And we arrive on this very familiar courtyard that in the final game it's like has Melek's statue in the middle of the courtyard. Okay, just fuck you guys. Okay, don't do that. We'll be recharged yet. Fuck you, man. Yeah, obviously the guys are just dying with one hit because we have the Spirit River, you know. Obviously. Okay, we have these stairways to go to the top. Let me just see. I came from that way. So nothing this way. Let me check what's in here at first. Stairway. And this leads where? Okay, where the fuck is this? Okay, this leads to that bridge area. Yeah, in this new version of the Stronghold, it's actually possible to go down there, you know. Look, did I just see a statue of Raziel? And yeah, I think they just added this cutscene, you know, giving hints to the players. Goodbye. So yeah, we have this Raziel statue over here. And this very familiar layout room, which is very similar to a fucking room in Soul River 1 from somewhere. I think from the Human Citadel, I think. Oh, okay, this leads to this area. Okay, this is fucking different. Okay, just wait a sec, guys. I have to explore this completely. Okay, this goes over here. Got nothing in here. Fuck you. Can we open this? Oh, can we? What the fuck? I just went right through this shit. But okay, we actually have some... We have some barrier over here. Can I cross in this? I don't think I can go to the Spectral Realm. Okay, we even have the Hyano-Zodran murals over here. And we actually can also go through this. And we have the Kain and William the Just mural. Nice detail. Yeah, it's basically just like the Soul River 2 version of the Seraph Stronghold. Which I much more enjoy, you know. Let's see if we can go through here. I think we can. So I still want to explore the upper part of the courtyard area. And also, of course, the water area. Which is down below. Let me just take a look in the photo mode. Yeah, we can actually, like before, if you fell down here, you know, because you was playing as Kain, you would just obviously die. But playing with Raziel, we can actually go into the water. We have some paths available that will lead us to a hidden cave that goes to that cave where Kain finds Mobius, you know, the first time. But in the final version of the game, it's much easier to get there, you know. I don't think there's much to explore after this, you know. Just I'm just gonna explore the upper courtyard. Gonna see what's above the stairs. Okay, more stairs. Fuck. Okay, it leads to that bridge, I think. So yeah, both stairs lead to the same place. Just, you know, yeah, same thing. And we have more stairs to go even further, you know, up. Okay, we have these sort of... The fuck? Where these guys came from? Where the fuck does this lead? Okay, back again. Back again to the bottom. Let's try going to that bridge.
Attack!
Okay, so this bridge is just literally nothing, just to be here, you know. Okay. Let's explore the water area then. Yeah, at least I've kind of like knowing the map, you know. Okay, so let's try going down. If I can land on something. Fucking shit, why can't I fucking land? Okay. Okay, we kind of have some... Okay, let's explore. We have some hidden stuff that way. Okay, the cave is behind this waterfall, so this is the hidden area. We just explore the rest. Okay, fucking too shallow water. Fucking die, Brazil. Okay, is this another hidden area? Oh, no. Is there a way to get back up? Not that I want to, but yeah. I think there is some kind of way to get up. Maybe like this. Yeah, something like that, I think. But yeah, the real secret in this area is behind this waterfall. We have this cave. Let me take a puff of the joint because I'm so concentrated on the new stuff that I haven't even smoked yet. And yeah, by the way, I'm just so fucking hot today in these last fucking weeks that I have to be playing right now without a fucking t-shirt. You know, with the window open, maybe with the fucking fan AC unit pointed at me, you know. Okay, we kind of see like some side parts of the stronghold. Okay, we have a guy over there. Okay, fucking tentacles. Get out of fucking my sight. We just check what's up there. Just some random platform. Yeah. What the fuck is this? We have some platforming areas, what the fuck? Oh, okay. Different path. Not finished yet, though. Maybe this would lead to a different place. Interesting. Okay, this continues further down. Okay, let me just check with the photo mode. There's some interesting stuff. Okay, there's this Seraphim mural on the wall. You can see some outlines of the stronghold, and we have some Stone Age-like structure on the middle there. And this is the cave that would lead to Mobius's cave, you know. And you guys will see an interesting detail of design, because in the final game it's much more simpler, you know. It's just the Mobius symbol, the infinity symbol. Okay, the song changed, and it's very fucking dark in here. Okay, Light River helps. Fucking shit. Yeah, it's almost like the Oracle Caves. Even has the same music. Did I come from here or what? I'm supposed to go down. Yeah. Much more mysterious, this version of the caves. Okay, what the fuck is this? Okay, what the hell is this? We have some magic barrier over here. The fuck is that, man? Fucking spear. Is this some kind of ritual that's holding? Maybe if I light out the, or if I fire the candles, maybe. Okay, nothing. I don't think you're supposed to do anything over here. Continue further down. And here we are at the cave. So this is basically that room where Kain encounters Mobius for the first time in the game. And instead of being the Mobius symbol, like I told you guys, there's actually like a first real depiction of the Elder God. It's like a actual statue of him, you know. That's weird because supposedly no one ever saw him. But yeah, supposedly this is where this would lead to the underworld area. Basically, Raziel would swim through here, I think, and it would reach the underworld area. Yeah, that's basically all there is in this last level. I think it's the biggest one. So yeah, let's continue with the last levels. Okay, early underworld. Yeah, it definitely looks much different than the final version. Raziel's story began in the stronghold like Kain's, and the underworld was first conceived as a shorter climax to the beginning of the story, as opposed to his own final-fledged game, region and tutorial. Falling from the stronghold's pool room into this shadowy cavern, Raziel would interact with the wrathful elder gods. Yeah, so... Okay, so from here we'd go to the cemetery. Yeah, it's much more dark. for sure. And it even has these like blue lights similar to Soul River 1, you know, that you get from the Lake of the Dead. We have some kind of cave over here. That leads to nothingness. It would lead to somewhere, but yeah. For now it's just this area. I don't think it's possible to go anywhere else. Yeah, it's just this area. Let's continue. It's cool, yeah. Sundial room. Yeah, this is like a kind of a newsroom that they use, supposedly to be used in Soul River 2, I think. Oh yeah, the Sundial room. The Dark Forge where we have to like move this for the light reflections. Yeah, interesting little room. Not much to see here. Okay, these ones I like very much. The Air Forge, Dark Forge, because basically the forges in the final game is just very similar and very short compared to Soul River 2. You know, Soul River 2 had like big forges with like big puzzles and very big architecture. And seems like every forge was special, and in the Legacy of Kain Defiance final game, they just made every forge like distilled down to the same template rooms and same kind of looks, just change a little detail here and there. And the Air Forge and Dark Forge are basically very similar to the Soul River 2 versions, and the Water Forge is something completely new, which when I first saw it, I was blown away by the idea, you know. But yeah. Let's start with the Air Forge. So yeah, obviously, as you guys can see, it has that weird Aztec and space sky, like you have in the Soul River 2 version, you know. So I much more prefer this version like this, instead of being, you know, that distilled version of the forges from fucking Defiance. We have some fucking statues over here. Yeah, I think even with the Spirit Reaper, you guys must kill these guys very fast. Yeah. But yeah, cool detail that they have statues over here. Okay, we fell down. We have some walls over here. Okay, we even have the Soul River 2 demons over here. Okay, they actually also appear in Defiance, but yeah. revenants. And we even have the giant snake in the middle of the room, where we do like get the final river. And we cannot even fall down over there. Yeah, because obviously there was no way to get up. But yeah, it's cool. I would much prefer that the forges were kind of like Soul River 2 in this game, you know? Let's take a look at the Dark Forge. Okay, so it's obviously very dark. I'm gonna use the light on the Light River. Yeah, again, as you guys can see, it's very similar to the Soul River 2 version of the Dark Forge. There's some statues over there. Check the area. Okay, dead end. Maybe this is supposed to be the entrance. Is there any way to get on that door? I don't think so. It's this room. Walking room with statues. Yeah, this was that room that we had to do the light reflection thing, so that would open, you know. The fuck? Okay, maybe we can get to the other side. Or maybe not. Yeah, there's nothing either. There's nothing there either, so yeah. We've seen it all. So now we're gonna explore the coolest forge for me, which is the water forge. So supposedly this is near the cemetery. So yeah, when I first saw this, I thought this was like that path from the Lost Forge from Soul River 2 that we can find on the Ustenheim Mountains. There's like a small temple, but we cannot get inside, you know. I'll see if I can get a screenshot put on the screen. for you guys to see. So I thought that was the entrance to this forge, but apparently the game is saying that this is near the cemetery, so that can't be true. I don't think that is near the cemetery, you know, it's in Ustenheim. So in here we have some platform to do. Walls to climb. Jump over here. And we have this big staircase. Okay. We can actually go upper. Okay, just the same thing. You jump out of the window, fucking shit. So basically we have these little pets in the mountains, you know. We have some water, some enemies. We have this little building over here. There's some watchtower again. But the real attraction of this place is this little temple over here, hidden in the rocks, you know. Suddenly we're on this place, which is very beautiful, you know. Have a fucking bench. Get out of this fucking place. So here we are on the entrance of the water temple. There's again this Indian-like architecture, you know, similar to the sanctuary of the clans. What the fuck happened with that guy? So basically there's not much to do over here, you know. We have these long pathways. We have some places that we like implies that we have some kind of block puzzles over here or whatever. That would maybe channel the water somewhere so we could activate the forge, I don't know. Oh, we have a fucking light river font. And we have a fucking Janos battle, I don't know why, over here, but yeah. Okay, let me kill this motherfucker. Yeah, so since this guy is the Hilden Lord possessing Janos, he actually has more defense against the fucking Spirit Forge, Spirit Blade, you know? Because in the original story, he actually fights Raziel when he has the Spirit River, so Raziel will defeat him in 2 strikes would be a good fight, you know? Yeah, the River Blast does a lot of damage. Okay, what the fuck? That didn't hit him. Okay, you're gonna die next time. Do your fucking attack. What the fuck, man? The fuck that didn't hit him? Okay, are you trying to summon fucking Golden or what? They're not coming. Disappeared over my face. But yeah, guys, this is also all there is to see in this area, you know, but it's actually very cool. Architecture and stuff like that. To be cool to see this in the final game. But yeah, whatever. They scrapped that idea. So let's continue to look the other lost levels. The early Citadel passageway. What the fuck is this? Okay, supposed to be like a corridor from the early Vampire Citadel, I think. Just a hallway, I think. Yeah, we cannot go through these doors. Early Citadel warp chamber. Oh yeah, different version of the portal. I actually prefer this texture over the other ones, but yeah. Nothing more to see. Yeah, the next lost level are just gonna be like small rooms and whatever. Avernus streets. Yeah, this one is very incomplete, but it's supposed to be like the streets of Avernus between the houses, you know. Just a fucking passageway, not even floor on the other side. Avernus early catacombs. Yeah, more skeletons. A weird passage. Okay, what the fuck? Just teleported us to the beginning of the level. Okay, so this would be the passage to the actual catacombs. Okay, I see. Or to the hell area, I think it's called. Yeah, hell walkway. So yeah, this version is much more in line with the versions from Blood Omen 1, you know, where this area is like bridges and whatever. It's just a big fucking room. You don't even see the ending of the fucking room over there. We have some fucking demons. Yeah, this actually reminds me of a big version of my band studio, you know. My band studio is actually like a an underground like winery, like it's a cave to store wine bottles and whatever. And it's kind of like this architecture, but in a smaller form. Obviously, this ceiling in this version is like 10 times higher. Yeah, imagining having a studio for your band the size of this place. You could like bring a fucking concert over here. But yeah, once you file, you fucking fall down here. I was forgetting the fucking word. Once you fall down here, there's no way to get back up, I think. Let me just check if there's any door where that demon was standing. Okay, there is a door, but doesn't lead anywhere. More demons over here. Yeah, nothing special over here. The machinery room. Fuck. Oh yeah, this is that untextured room that was supposed to be. This is a lost level actually from Dark Prophecy, and this is supposed to be like a hidden room where they make like they infuse like hidden armors with the Seraphim, armors in. That's why you get those armors in Blood Omen 1, basically, because Kain would go to the Malek's Bastion also. Yeah, the cool thing to see. Overland Forest. Yeah, just small passage similar to Soul River 2, the passage between the Seraphim Stronghold and the pillars. Okay, we have a cave over here. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What the hell? What the hell is this fucking place? Okay, let me see what happens if you just fall straight into the fucking darkness. Whee! Yeah, we just come back up. Yeah, interesting detail. Know where this might lead, but yeah. Is there anything over here? Trying to see if there's anything to that way. There seems to be some kind of platforming over here. Yeah, nothing over here. Yeah, cool little secret place. Okay, overland forest, overland snowy forest. maybe this was the path that would lead to Malik's Bastion. Yeah, I think this is a completely different path from the other one. Yeah, it literally ends over here. Yeah, nothing to see. Land Overlook. Okay, just fucking rock in the middle of the ocean. What is this?
Kain refused the sacrifice.
Snowy Overlook. Basically the same shit. This time there is no water. What the fuck? Find that shit, man. What the fuck? The fuck? Raziel can climb this shit or what? Let me reload this fucking shit. Yeah, we can actually see the pillars. We have a little path. We can even walk on the mountains. What the fuck? These are small scale mountains. I think these are to be used in cutscenes. Fuck, pillars are right over here. But yeah, the interesting thing about this version of the Overlook is that we have this pyramid-like structure, you know. People were theorizing this was a Malik's Bastion, but it's not. Of course, because very small, you know. But yeah, it's some kind of ancient structure, you know. Maybe related to the Lost City, maybe, because it kind of has that Aztec kind of like pyramid shape, you know. And it is close to the pillars. So I don't know. Maybe these are the remnants that someday will be the Lake of the Dead. I don't know. But yeah, moving along. Bonus materials, lost levels, overland cliffs. Oh yeah, this is yeah. This is basically just a. You can even walk on the clouds, literally, you know. This is just a little pathway on the mountains. I mean, closure on the mountains, you know. You cannot even walk normally. Okay, now you can. We even have some kind of Joshua trees or whatever, you know. Yeah, moving along again. We're almost at the end of the lost levels. Okay, the Great Southern Lake. Okay, this reminds me more of the human citadel from Soul River 1. when you get off the water first, you know. Let me check if there is actually anything in the water. We have some houses, which is strange, you know. The Soul River 2, there were no houses here, but okay. Yeah, this reminds me of the human citilla from Soul River 1 because, you know, you get off the water and then you have this door. So similar. We have this weird sculpture of 2 legs on 2 legs. Fuck. And we have a new enemy over here. They're supposed to be like those girls from Soul River 2, I think. Yeah, you can just fuck off. Okay, so how the fuck you were alive in the water, man? Just check the other side. Okay, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this fucking shit? Okay, just an empty dead end. Cool place. Okay. I need to get the light river on so I can see better. Okay, little well. Maybe this is another entrance to the stronghold, maybe? And I saw a cave underwater. Here in the right, you know? It lead anywhere? Well, it seems like it does. The fuck? Oh, okay, these would be the ways that would lead to the pillars for the Seraphim Stronghold, similar to Soul River 2. Yeah, similar to Soul River 2. Just like Soul River 2 because it's literally the same pathway. Okay, wait, what the fuck? I think these are the deleted vampires from Soul River 2 also. Why the fuck you were running towards me, man? Yeah, stay fucking there. Okay, where the fuck are you going, bitch? Why the fuck are you following me? Why the fuck are you following? Get the fuck back. Why the fuck is this fucking woman? Hey you, do something about your stupid wife, man. Why is the woman following me, man? Yeah, he used to stay there, bitch. So interesting hidden pathway. Anything over there? What is that? Okay, nothing. It's nothing. Okay, let me check that staircase that I saw. Yeah, there's another path over here. Okay, more fucking vampires over there. Let's see if these ones are also keen on following me. Okay, these are different ones at least. What the fuck? What kind of face? What kind of face is this one, man? What are you? What type of coke are you snorting, man? What is this? You seem to be pissed off. Yeah. You seem like a hippie vampire, so you cannot be pissed off. You have to be like peaceful, you know? So wipe that smirk off your face. Just enjoy my little blue rear end, you know? Like this. Yeah. This little last level has to offer. Still is quite big compared to the other ones, you know? Besides the early stronghold. Okay, I don't think there's much left. Okay, Vordor's Mansion Future. This is interesting. Because this was one of the unanswered questions of Legacy of Kain. How the fuck is Vordor? He's alive in Blood Omen 2, you know? Yeah, this is the same period in which Raziel was like trapped by Mobius in Soul River 2, so it's kind of like post Blood Omen 1. So yeah, either Raziel or Kain were supposed to... Yeah, so basically this is a tomb for the body of... the headless body of the Vordor, supposedly in this altar. And I don't know who would revive him, if it would be Raziel or Kain, but I don't think it would be Raziel because I don't think he needs any answers. Yeah, and of course it's not Raziel because he's inside the fucking river now. So Kain is the one who needs fucking Vordor for Blood Omen 2, at least for his younger self. So yeah, cool little detail also. And backstory. And just one more last level, I think. Okay, 2. Cathedral Pinnacle. So yeah, this is supposed to be like... what the fuck? We have an air river vent. This is supposed to be like the pinnacle of the Silence Cathedral from Soul River 1. It's actually not the Soul River 2 nor a Defiance last level. It's Soul River 1 last level, you know. And maybe this altar is where we would activate the weapon, you know, with the Sound River. Let me put the Sound River just for cosmetic looks. What the fuck, I have two locked rivers, what the fuck. Has to be the material and the dark river. Now we have the Sound River, and basically it would be like the alternate ending of Soul River 1 would be, instead of going back in time following Kain, you know, we would really kill Kain and then activate this the pinnacle of the Silence Cathedral. and unleash a fucking sound wave that would kill all the vampires in Nosgoth, you know? So in a way it's very similar to the mess from Blood Omen 2, but the mess would be even worse because it would destroy all life except Hilden life, you know? So, and this would only destroy vampire life, so it would not destroy Hilden life or human life, so yeah. Maybe the humans were like directed by the Hilden also to build this and to create another cult. Yeah, what the fuck is this? Fucking cave. Fucking tube. Okay, we have 3 fucking caves. Yeah. So yeah, very nice that they put this on the last levels for this game, since it's a Soul River 1 last level. So yeah, now it's the last level. Early Ustenheim. So this is supposedly from the early builds of Soul River 2. It is kind of like a bare bones version of Ustenheim from Soul River 2. But obviously for me the Soul River 2 version is better. Here we have a fucking bridge over here. I think it's better to explore with the photo mode. Here we have some buildings. Church. This would be where the save room would be. Yeah. Very early version of Ustenheim. And yeah guys, this is basically all the last levels have to offer. We still have the arena mode, but I'm not gonna do this in this video. I'm gonna do a video right after this one, just doing the arena modes with Raziel and Kain. And then we're finally done with this game, you know, and we're gonna move on finally to playing Legacy of Kain Ascendance, which is a fucking shitty Legacy of Kain game, you know, but I'm gonna play it anyway, just because if it's a Legacy of Kain game, you know. So yeah, see you guys on the next one. I'm out. Next episode is gonna be the arena modes with Raziel and Kain. See you guys on the next one.